Hi there, Harry from the Mississippi Challenge. Today we've got all our kit that we're going to be taking. Pretty crucial thing to do, you can see what you need, what you don't need. So to start with, we'll go with the essentials. Our P&H kayaks. Great kayaks, they can deal with any sort of weather, they're proper sea kayaks. They've got loads of compartments we can fit all our stuff in. Moving on, we've got our Carlisle paddles. Well, the second thing we got, they're really nice, really light, they're going to be helping us the whole way down. Moving on, we've got our PQK stuff. So we've got our spray deck and our buoyancy aid. Last few days it's been really bad weather. Spray deck's keeping us nice and dry inside, and that's going to be even worse when we get to the US, when we get torrential rainstorms. So that's really nice piece of kit there. Moving on to our Crocs. Quite controversial. Friends have given us a bit of jip from them, but they're perfect. They can get muddy, they can get wet, we can slip them on. We're happy with them, we don't know about you. Moving on to our cookery gear. Now Cookery gave us £3,000 as part of their adventure scholarship. Really beneficial for us, they've helped us in a number of ways. They've also given us our gear as well. We've got some tracky bees, we've got a top and some skins. They're all personalised, so they're a nice bit of kit. Moving on, we've got our jumper. It gets pretty cold some evenings, we can slip that on. That's from Mongrel Cock, who gave us those. They've got our sponsors on them as well, which is really nice. And over here we've got our Help for Heroes tops. Obviously we're doing it for Help for Heroes, so it's nice to be getting those out in the US. So that's nice, it's going to be really hot, so you can see that there. Got it the wrong way around to begin with. Moving on. Over here we've got some Say Yes More tops. Dave Cornthwaite, who has already done the Mississippi, he's answered loads of our questions that we've had to ask him about. So some Say Yes More gear, that's stuff that he's getting on with. He's really beneficial in that way. Back here we've got some C-Specs. You're going to get the glare off the water, so wearing those is going to be really helpful. Some C-Spec sunglasses there. And a knife, you never know, you might need a knife, protect yourself, cut some gear, stuff like that. And back here we've got some waterproof stuff. It's going to be really bad weather sometimes, so to keep warm, to keep dry, essential. So wearing them is ideal. Where's this all going? It's going in our overboard dry bags. We've got a couple here, they're really big, they can fit all our clothes in, they can fit in our kayaks perfectly. You've got a small one here for your essentials as well, so they're absolutely perfect. And we've got the passport, we're ready to go.
Oh, hi there. So over here we have everything we need to keep all our followers updated and to make our way down the river safely. So we've got a laptop which we're taking down the river. That's going to be kept in an overboard dry bag so it doesn't get wet. We're going to be filming video edits along the way on our GoPro camera and our Contour there. And we've got a camera here for snaps. We have business cards that we can throw out to people who like our expedition. And along this way we've got everything we need to charge our kit, including solar panel gear from Outdoor Hire. On the end here we've got all our navigation stuff, so we've got a map bag from Overboard, and we've got GPS number 1, number 2, and a VHF radio so we can talk to the massive ships and barges that are going to be making their way up and down the river alongside us.
Oh hey there, don't know whether you know me, I'm Sam Norman from the Mississippi Challenge team. I've just been filling up my water bladder here. Now water for us is going to be really important. Obviously we're going through the centre of America in the middle of summer, so we're going to be hitting 45, 50 degree heat. And what we're going to take with us to keep hydrated is one of these 2 litre water bladders each. Now this with a tube allows us to drink as we're kayaking, which is obviously really important. And along with that we're all going to take one of these each. Now between us we're going to be able to carry around 50 litres of water. Which sounds like a lot, but you know, we are going through the middle of America, there's going to be times where it's quite wild. And what we're going to need is the ability to fill these up and survive for quite a while. So obviously not always going to be taps. We've got a water filter here from Outdoor Hire. This will let us fill up water bottles and the containers and let us drink from stagnant ponds and the Mississippi River itself, which is pretty important. As much as we'd like this to be a zero risk trip, it's not. There are certain dangers. And thankfully the 3 of us have all done some first aid training, And so we've got some really quite good outdoor first aid kits here, along with some antibiotics and eye drops, so that if we get stuff in our water or we have something bad, we can really get ourselves back on the river as soon as possible. The river is probably the most dangerous thing we have to face. What we're going to have is 2 throw lines and a tow line, which just means that we're able to rescue each other if something goes wrong, and again make sure everyone's safe and we're able to really carry on kayaking. Now, as we're on the river, we're going to be living out of our boats with all the kit you've seen already, and sleeping on the side, hanging from the trees in our Hammock Bliss hammocks, which will be amazing. You can talk about the fact they'll take us off the ground, get us away from alligators and bears, but in reality, the most important thing is they're comfortable. 3 months sleeping on the floor isn't fun. To be honest, 2 nights sleeping on the floor isn't fun. Sleeping in a hammock, it's more comfortable than a bed. I'm actually struggling to sleep in a bed at the moment. And then along with that, they've obviously got fly nets involved, things like the sleeping bag to keep us warm, and again, it's another layer from those mozzies. Now, mozzies are actually quite a big deal for us. There'll be swarms of them, and they'll be a lot bigger than you see in the States. So another thing that we actually got, which is going to be pretty important for us, is the mosquito net hat. This just means that as we're kayaking, we can keep the bugs from our face and hopefully ignore the mozzies as much as possible. Now, after a hard day kayaking, the first thing you need is some food. It's really important, along with the hydration, to keep ourselves nourished and full on the way. So what we've got, again, outdoor hire were really good to us. We've got 2 different types of stove that use different types of heat source. So one of them's kind of blocks that burns, and the other is a multi-source fuel, so we can use gasoline or white fuel, or basically anything with a highly flammable sign on it, to cook our food. The kind of things we're going to be eating are dried pasta and oats to make porridge. Things that don't weigh much but are high in nutritional values things.
We can just cut that a little bit out.
That's what I thought.